Do not underestimate the leftist groups protesting DOGE and other Trump administration initiatives. We can laugh at them because a lot of times these protests are very small. We can say, oh, like, what are they really going to be able to do? They're just a bunch of Democrats, lawmakers, and a small crowd of people, and they're all just yelling about Elon Musk or Robert F. Kennedy Jr. or Tulsi Gabbard or Kash Patel or whoever the boogeyman of that particular moment is, and that boogeyman seems to change regularly, all leading back to Trump, of course. Well, don't underestimate them. Don't laugh at them. We are being, in many ways, the narrative is already being built. Okay, the agenda is already being pushed forward, and that narrative, which supports the agenda, is the idea of that the positive effects of the Trump administration are actually negative. This is very 1984-ish, right? Strength is weakness, war is peace, idiocy is being smart, smart, wicked smart, right? Yeah, these we can we can't get complacent. Are we in the America First movement? Are we happy with the way things are going? I would say most of us are. Is the Trump administration accomplishing more than any administration in such a short period of time prior to it? Yes, I think that's pretty clear. And do we have the momentum? You betcha. Do we have the Constitution on our side? Absolutely. This is why I'm not nearly as scared of the lawfare as a lot of people. But I am concerned about the narrative, because I realize that when you have people that are that desperate, and they are that desperate, that they're willing to go all the way, including sacrificing themselves in certain ways. I'm not saying that we should be concerned yet about such things as like suicide bombers, but you do have people going out there and doing really, really, really stupid things that does harm to themselves. And that's concerning. I mean, you had there's now 2 or 3 different women who have publicly called for the assassination of Elon Musk. That's insane that people would do that, because they're going to get arrested. They're going to face punishment, Lord willing, of course. Who knows? Maybe they won't. Maybe George Soros and his cronies have it all planned out, and they're going to bail them out and give them legal defense or whatever. I don't know. You have people that are actually going out there and literally taking firearms and shooting up Tesla dealerships. This is an unhinged response. And when you have an unhinged response by its very nature, that makes it potentially dangerous, because there are going to be people who can be easily indoctrinated. This is why we're seeing all these protests pop up. And we can laugh at them because it's not like, they're not like getting huge crowds, but they are getting attention. And they're getting the message hammered over and over and over and over and over again by legacy media, by especially local media. Local media loves to cover this stuff, okay? And they're really, really trying their best to get their local communities believing that a majority of Americans are against the Trump administration and against what DOGE is doing and against MAHA and against all of these other things. They're not. We are not. The American people, a majority of us, support what DOGE is doing, what Robert F. Kennedy is starting to do, what the Trump administration has been doing for the last month and week. But if you were to watch legacy media, and I know you probably don't, but a lot of people still do, especially local legacy media, they're being told a different story. And their hearts and minds can be shifted very easily. We cannot assume that just because we're on the right side of history, that the people who are on the wrong side of history cannot prevail. That would be a huge mistake on our part. Look at here. I've got one. Watch this. It's a small rally. This is out in front of HHS. Okay. This is a very small rally, and oddly, they're protesting Elon Musk out in front of HHS. But I think maybe they were protesting RFK Jr. before or after this. But at least this clip is very telling. Okay, I'm going to pause right there. I want you to, let's break this down. Look up at the top right corner. You see that? Hashtag Maha Kills. That's an organization that was just recently started. Okay, an organization. It's really, the organization itself has been around for a while, but this particular website has just been launched this month, and it's flat out lies and propaganda about not just Robert F. Kennedy Jr., but also Jay Bhattacharya, Elon Musk. It's got Stephen Miller mixed in there. It's got just everybody. Lee Zeldin with the EPA, somehow he's involved with Maha. It's a ludicrous concept that they're pushing this, but that's one of the small groups that's coming together. You see CWA, you see a lot of this AFT apparently, because their sign is out front. AFT is a very dangerous group. This is the second largest teachers union. This is American Federation of Teachers. This is the second largest teachers union in America, and it is the most radical teachers union in America. These folks combined, when they start getting, when George Soros and Alex Soros and people that are like the Soroses, other enemies of the United States of America, when they sink their money into coordinating these efforts, into buying these big banners that cost hundreds of dollars, oftentimes, and get these people together. They can't just get, okay, so AFT, we can get like 12 people out there. Okay, well, you guys come, and then we'll get these guys and these guys and these guys. We'll get all these groups together. Maybe we can piece together 30, 40, 50 people, and now we got a righteous protest. And now, press can zoom in and make it look bigger than it is, and all that stuff. They're just trying to spread this false message, the idea that Americans are against it. It is up to us, you and me, okay? We are the ones that have to fight this. Elon Musk can do everything that he wants to do. President Trump can do everything he wants to do. Robert F. Kennedy, Stephen Miller, they can all do their part to try to go on Fox News or Newsmax or even occasionally CNN and talk, try to get the truth out there. But we have to remember that no matter how much we like to say, oh, legacy media is dying, that's true, but it's not dead yet. It can still reach people. As much as we like to say, oh, nobody's paying attention to the Democrats, they don't have any power, that's true. That also makes them desperate. That makes it to where they start screaming and yelling, and they can, I know it sounds crazy to people like you and me, but they might actually inspire the idiots on the left. It's happening. It can happen. Don't get complacent. I'm not saying, oh my gosh, it's doom and gloom. They've got signs, and they've got like these small rallies. It's over. We're done. I'm not saying that. Okay? Not by any means. All I'm saying is, don't get complacent. Don't assume that the battle is already won. Keep praying, keep fighting, keep spreading the truth. Because as they say, the truth can set you free, and hopefully the truth can also get some of these idiots to come to their senses, I guess. Thank you so much for watching that clip. I post a whole bunch of content every day, a lot of videos, a lot of articles, but the place where you can get the filtered version, just the best of the best, is on my Substack, jdrucker.substack.com. On any given day, I might post 15 or 20 videos, articles, whatever, on the rest of social media, the rest of my websites. But on Substack, I might only post 2, 3, 4 things a week. So go to jdrucker.substack.com. It's free. And, you basically, you get the best of Rucker without getting the rest of Rucker.